Namaste, I'm the Queen of Cups Montreal. This week's reading features the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck and will help provide wisdom and healing messages regarding the healing of trauma and emotional wounds. At this point, I invite you to pick the deck or crystal which resonates strongest for you. In the video description, you will find links for my spiritual services, my Etsy store for healing crystals, and my social media. You'll also find timestamps for your chosen reading, which you can use to navigate the video. Thank you for joining me. Please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications for future readings. As always, love all and harm none. This includes yourself. Namaste, Malachite group. Thank you for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, this reading is about healing trauma, emotional baggage, heartache, whatever you may call it. This is about healing the past and emotional wounds, basically. So position number 1 symbolizes what needs to be healed. What in the Malachite group needs to be healed? Okay. And this card says, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So there's something perhaps in you, stirring in you, where you're lacking peace within, or you're feeling the need to control things. Were you a caregiver from a very young age, maybe too young of an age? Were you always taking care of the needs of others, and so you became very nervous and anxious and felt the urge to always plan ahead and protect people and protect yourself? Maybe you ended up feeling very on guard and you haven't really given in to the ability to surrender because of your trauma or your emotional hurts. So this is what needs to be healed today, or what's coming up for the Malachite group that you can address. It's that ability to surrender. So maybe you're all anxious, all knotted up inside, worrying about the unknown and the future and the well-being of others, and just surrender to the process and surrender to your path. That's what needs to be healed. Maybe you just need to take a deep breath. Sometimes after trauma, we're so on guard, we're hyper vigilant, and maybe what you're needing is just a deep breath, being able to sigh a deep spiritual sigh of relief. Position number 2 is what wisdom can help you heal. And this card's pretty simple. Happiness is my birthright. And what that means is that you deserve to be happy. Your happiness is not dependent on your performance. It's not dependent on some sort of external measure of worth, of success. It's not dependent on making sure everyone else is happy first. You deserve to be happy. Happiness is your birthright. That's the wisdom that can help you heal. And I think that really speaks to position number 1, where it's like you have trouble surrendering. You have trouble not being responsible for everything and everyone. How will your life change as you are healed, Malachite group? This card says, the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. And I think that you have this, because of this anxiety and this need to know what's to happen and to provide for everyone and to make sure everyone's okay and to make sure everyone's in a good place, sometimes you think you need that sense of control. You think you need to be the caregiver all the time, or you think you need to always be responsible for everyone. And the key here for you is that when you're able to heal, you'll realize what you thought you needed in those respects, you really don't need. That you can, in fact, surrender and be happy. Even if things aren't perfect, you're still allowed to be happy. And position number 4 is, what message do you have from Spirit about your healing, about your journey? What Spirit-led message can I give you today? I honor how I want to feel. Isn't that beautiful? So what that's saying here is, even though you may feel really tense and worried and scared about the future, and that hypervigilance that we spoke about in people that have experienced trauma, you can still honor how you want to feel, not how you feel. And that's key. It's like feeling anxious and stressed out and panicky, but saying, no, I'm going to honor the peace, the serenity, the ease within me. That's what I'm going to honor in order to feel at peace and well. So I'm just going to summarize. What you need to release or what needs to be healed has to do with surrender, making sure, letting go of the need to make sure everything's okay and that everyone's okay and that you're taking care of everything and everyone and anticipating anything that can go bad. It's about surrendering and saying life will never be perfect and let me make my life perfectly imperfect. What wisdom can help you heal is that you deserve to be happy. How your life changes you healed, you'll realize that you don't need the anxiety-inducing things that you thought you needed now or before, that need to take care of everyone, that need to be worthy, that need to prove that you're enough. You'll realize you don't really need that. And in the end, what is a message from Spirit about your healing? Honor what you do want to feel. Honor the thoughts that make you feel good. Honor the emotions that make you feel good. Our emotional spirit and mind, our emotional body, spiritual body, and mental body is like a garden. We nourish what we want to grow, and if we don't want something to grow, if it doesn't belong in our garden, then we don't water it, we don't nourish it. Okay, so what crystal do I have for you, my Malachite group? You need to be able to surrender. You need to be able to be at peace. I want you to get calming crystals. I want you to have crystals for your third eye, particularly blue crystals. That can be kyanite. That can be blue lace agate, once I get a piece. That can be blue lace agate. It can be kyanite. It can be selenite. We want calming crystals and calming tones to help you be able to release and surrender and process your growth. You guys, with every reading, I put a little love and light and namaste energy. I hope you received it today, Malachite. I wish you the best in your healing journey, and I thank you that you gave me the honor of being part of it today. Namaste. Namaste, Rose Quartz group. Thank you for joining me. Today, as I mentioned in the introduction, we're working on healing emotional trauma and emotional wounds, and like just past heartache and past like emotional scars and wounds. So position number 1 is going to be, what does the Rose Quartz group need to be healed? What aspect of yourself needs healing or needs addressing, or what? Listen, a lot of us have many aspects that need to be healed, but what can we channel today to help you heal what can be healed right now? In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me towards right-minded thinking and the energy of love. So perhaps you're very worried about your future. Perhaps you're worried about what's coming next. We all are. We do get that. We all have that feeling. But I feel like it's about this negative thought patterns that sometimes take a hold of you. And when you're a victim of trauma or emotional hurt, sometimes our minds go directly to what could go wrong, what's bad, what's negative. And I feel like what's healing, what you need healing, is your perspective, is negative thought patterns, is negative thought cycles that maybe you didn't even put there, that were instilled there by other people's actions or behaviors. So that's what needs to be healed. Your thought life and your sometimes negative ruminations can really color our whole perspective, our whole life. So perhaps you have to start looking at your thoughts and how to heal them. What wisdom can help you heal these negative or pervasively negative outlooks or hurtful thoughts that you often experience? My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. So remember, and it's interesting because I had this similar experience with the Malachite group, but remember, your mind is a garden. What you focus on is what grows. So if you have a beautiful garden and you want a particular flower to bloom, you will nurture it, you will give it what it needs, you will water it. If you don't want weeds to grow, you're not going to water them. You're going to pluck them. And sometimes thoughts aren't easy to pluck but they are easier. It can be easier if you just don't address them. You don't stay in them. You don't ruminate on them. So negative thoughts are bound to happen, but let them pass through you like the wind. Practice mindfulness. Say, that thought was negative. That really made me feel blue, but I'm not going to become attached to that thought. I'm separate from that thought. That thought comes from a place of trauma or hurt or negativity, and I don't want to water that. I don't want to see that grow in my mental garden. How will your life change as you heal, as you go on this healing journey? When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So there are certain things you can be confident about, and this card speaks to certainty and faith. So don't have faith in the negative thoughts. Have faith in the positive thoughts. Have certainty that the world is a good place, or that you are intrinsically a good and deserving person. Change your focus and change where your confidence lies and your faith lies. You can have faith in these negative thoughts and ruminations, or you can have faith in the positive thoughts and positive perspective and positive ruminations. And I feel as you heal, you'll be able to have more faith that the world is intrinsically a good place with well-meaning people. That doesn't mean the world's a perfect place and that there are no bad people, but I think you know what I mean. That deep down inside, most people want to do good and want to be good. And deep down inside, this I do know, you're a good person and you're a worthy person. What is the message from Spirit about your healing? What message can we impart on the Rose Quartz group today? Capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up. The compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. So this is talking about you being able to channel love, compassion, and empowerment. And it's about all these negative thoughts can sometimes be a lie. It can be the ego self trying to bring us down, trying to bum us out. And the thing is, you have this incredible capacity for love, for compassion, for power. And you can also be able to forgive people in your past. You can be able to hold people accountable if that's a safe thing for you to do. You know, you hurt me in this way. And it also gives you the power to find your way. You don't need to let these negative thoughts rule your life. You're actually more empowered than you realize. I'm going to read that again for you. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. So to summarize, Rose Quartz group, in every moment, the card is saying in every moment, guide yourself towards right-minded thinking. And this is about overcoming negativity, negative thought patterns that came from your trauma or emotional hurt. It's about what wisdom can help you heal is that you will foster the thoughts and the life you want to create with your thoughts, with how you control your negative thinking. So my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Remember, your thoughts have power, your intentions have power. The more you focus on positivity, the less those negative thoughts will be on repeat in your head. How will your life change as you're healed? You're going to gain greater certainty and faith in yourself and the world, and more promise and optimism about the world. And what message from Spirit has to do with your healing is that you have what you need. You have the energy of love to be able to hold people accountable. You have the compassion you need to be able to forgive. And you are empowered to find your way out of this hurt and this trauma. I think you need a stone for positivity, to be honest. The most common stone for positivity that comes to mind would be citrine. Get yourself some citrine. But you might also want to heat up that sacral chakra, which is like the pleasure zone, as well as the solar plexus. For that, you can do some tiger's eye or some sunstone. It's about enjoyment, pleasure, positive thoughts, positive experiences to overshadow the negative thoughts. You guys, with every reading, I send out a little love and light and namaste energy. I hope you received it today. I'm so honored that you allowed me to be a part of your healing journey. I know that you can do it, and you're continuing to grow in ways that you may not even realize. You're stronger than you think. Take good care. Namaste, Untitled Group. Thank you for joining me today. As I mentioned in the introduction, this reading is about healing trauma, emotional wounds, and emotional baggage. So we're just going to help you discover what needs to be healed today or what needs to be addressed. And if today is not the time, write it down in a journal. Your time will come for the healing. But I just wanted to help victims of trauma and emotional hurt today to do a little bit of shadow work. All right. And just because you've been traumatized and you're a victim of trauma doesn't mean you're intrinsically flawed. I need you to know that. I don't know why I felt compelled to say that, but I need to say that. Being a victim of trauma doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. You're not intrinsically flawed. You're good enough. You're worthy. You're enough. Position number 1 is what needs to be healed for the Untitled Group. And this card says, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Do you struggle sometimes with feeling all alone, abandoned by your higher power, abandoned by the universe, abandoned by people you love? And it's about, so what needs to be healed is maybe a distrust of the fact that the universe supports you, that your higher power supports you, that those you love support you. You're more connected and more supported than you think, but maybe your trauma has led you to feel like you can't trust people or that you're alienated and alone. What wisdom can help you heal? I am the dreamer of my dream. If you want to do something, you can manifest it. If you want to have greater support, you can manifest that. I understand that people get let down sometimes. You may have been let down, like I said, by your higher power or by a loved one or by a friend. This doesn't mean that you still can't manifest what you hope to manifest in your life, in your thoughts, and in your emotions. You're the dreamer of your dream. Know that you can create what you choose to create, and you can manifest what you choose to manifest. You're the dreamer, you're the creator, you're the manifester. How will your life change as you're healed and you understand that you can manifest greater for yourself and you can manifest the support and the spiritual connection you're longing for? Oneness is my true nature. You'll feel at one with the universe. You'll feel unity with spirit. You'll feel unity with humanity. You'll feel divinely supported and at one with yourself, with your higher self, with your higher power, with humanity. And I feel like you need that, and you've been missing that because, like I said, sometimes you feel alone. But you can manifest the connection, and you can manifest the support you're yearning for from the universe, spirit, your higher power, those that deserve you. Not everyone deserves us. And oneness is your true nature. It means you're meant to be unified with spirit. And this is a message from spirit about your healing. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. I feel like while you're a deeply spiritual person, sometimes you doubt how supported, connected, or aligned you are with a higher power, or with the universe, or with the universal energy of love. And I feel that the message from spirit is saying, the more you bring your faith into this situation, the more you fearlessly seek love, the more you center your intention on being the love and support you wish to see, the freer you'll be, the more bold you'll be, the more supported you'll feel. So I'm going to summarize. What needs to be healed is perhaps you're feeling alone, alienated, and unsupported, when in fact you are. What wisdom can help you heal? You are the dreamer of your dream. You can manifest whatever you want, whatever connection. Through your third eye, manifest, affirm, through your heart chakra, you can generate the kind of connection and spiritual support you're looking for. In the end, your life will change because you will feel the unity and oneness with a support system and with universal love. And the message from Spirit about your healing is the more energy and intention you bring to your faith, the more fearless and free you will be. So bring energy and attention to the positivity, to the support you do have, to the spiritual connection you can generate, that you have fostered. It'll only grow from here. You'll be freer and more fearless, and it'll help you continue to heal your healing journey. I feel like this is about faith, you guys. Not that you're lacking it, but I feel like you have some leeriness. You're saying like, who's there for me? I want you to get some really spiritual stones like moonstone, amethyst, and once again, selenite. It's 2 varieties. Selenite is not a bad thing to have either, because it helps amplify those higher vibrations, that higher energy. So I want you to have energy that channels spirit within you and amplifies your own vibration. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. With every reading, I give a little love and light and namaste energy. I truly hope you received it today and felt that today. I hope that you continue your healing journey, and I'm honored that you made me part of this process. And I hope you take good care of yourself along the way. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you again next week. Namaste.